The procrastination paradox. It's not always what you think. Picture this: a looming deadline, a mountain of unfinished tasks, and you, comfortably nestled on the couch, scrolling through social media. Sounds familiar? We've all been there. Procrastination, that nagging feeling of putting things off, is often painted as the villain of productivity. But what if I told you procrastination could be your secret weapon for success? It's time to challenge the conventional wisdom and explore the unexpected benefits of procrastination. Procrastination in its purest form is simply a delay. It's not inherently bad. In fact, when used strategically, it can be a powerful tool for prioritizing, problem-solving, and even boosting creativity. The key is to understand the psychology behind procrastination and learn how to harness its power for good. This isn't about glorifying laziness or encouraging chronic procrastination. It's about reframing our relationship with procrastination, recognizing its potential, and using it to our advantage. Ready to unlock the power of procrastination? Let's dive in. The procrastination stigma: why we're so quick to judge. Procrastination often carries a negative connotation. It's seen as a sign of laziness, lack of discipline, or even incompetence. We're conditioned to believe that successful people are those who power through tasks, never succumbing to the allure of distraction. But this black and white view of procrastination is far too simplistic. Take Steve Jobs, for example. He was a notorious procrastinator, often delaying decisions and projects until the last minute. Yet this delay allowed him to gather more information, refine his ideas, and ultimately make groundbreaking decisions that revolutionized the tech industry. Jobs, like many successful individuals, understood that sometimes the best action is delayed action. The root of procrastination often lies not in laziness but in deeper psychological mechanisms. Fear of failure, perfectionism, and a lack of clarity about our goals can all contribute to procrastination. By understanding these underlying causes, we can begin to address them and develop healthier, more productive approaches to procrastination. Turning the table's productive procrastination strategies. Procrastination, when used strategically, can actually enhance productivity. The key is to shift from passive procrastination, mindlessly scrolling through social media, to active procrastination, engaging in activities that, while not directly related to the task at hand, still contribute to our overall goals. One effective technique is the Pomodoro Technique. This method involves working in focused bursts of 25 minutes separated by short breaks. By breaking down large tasks into smaller, more manageable chunks, we reduce the feeling of overwhelm that often leads to procrastination. Another powerful concept is Parkinson's Law, which states that work expands to fill the time available for its completion. By setting tight deadlines, we force ourselves to be more efficient and focused. Additionally, embracing the science of incubation, stepping away from a problem to allow our subconscious mind to work on it, can lead to unexpected breakthroughs and creative solutions. The psychology of procrastination: understanding your mind's tricks. To truly master procrastination, we need to delve into the psychology behind it. Our brains are wired to prioritize immediate gratification over long-term rewards. When faced with a challenging or unpleasant task, our brains release dopamine, the feel-good hormone, when we engage in more enjoyable activities like checking social media or watching videos. This dopamine rush creates a positive feedback loop, reinforcing the habit of procrastination. We convince ourselves that we'll feel more like working later, falling prey to cognitive biases like the planning fallacy, where we underestimate the time and effort required to complete tasks. Understanding these psychological mechanisms is crucial for breaking free from the procrastination trap. By recognizing our brain's tendency to seek immediate gratification, we can consciously choose to delay gratification and focus on the long-term benefits of completing important tasks. Mastering the art: tactical advice for effective procrastination. Now that we understand the psychology behind procrastination, let's explore some practical strategies for turning it into an asset. One effective method is the Eisenhower matrix, which helps us prioritize tasks based on their urgency and importance. By focusing on the most important and urgent tasks first, we can strategically procrastinate on less critical tasks, knowing they won't derail our progress. Another powerful technique is task batching. This involves grouping similar tasks together and completing them in a dedicated block of time. For example, instead of checking email sporadically throughout the day, we can designate a specific time for email management, minimizing distractions and improving focus. Setting realistic deadlines is crucial. Instead of setting overly optimistic deadlines that we inevitably fail to meet, we should embrace the Seinfeld strategy, focusing on building a chain of consistent effort by completing a small task every day, no matter how small. This builds momentum and reinforces the habit of productivity. From foe to friend. Embracing procrastination as an ally. Procrastination, when managed effectively, can be a valuable tool for personal and professional growth. Strategic breaks, for instance, can actually boost productivity. By stepping away from our work and engaging in activities that rejuvenate our minds and bodies, we return to our tasks with renewed focus and energy. It's also essential to implement reward systems. Just as our brains reward us with dopamine for engaging in enjoyable activities, we can consciously reward ourselves for completing challenging tasks. This positive reinforcement strengthens our productivity habits and makes the process more enjoyable. Finally, let's not forget the importance of celebrating small wins. Break down large goals into smaller milestones and acknowledge your progress along the way. This boosts motivation and keeps us moving forward, even when the going gets tough. The power of reflection. Analyzing your procrastination habits. The key to harnessing the power of procrastination lies in self-awareness. Take some time to reflect on your own procrastination habits. What triggers your procrastination? Are there specific tasks or situations that consistently lead you to procrastinate? Once you identify your procrastination patterns, you can start implementing the strategies we've discussed to address them. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all approach to procrastination. Experiment with different techniques and find what works best for you. Keep a procrastination journal to track your progress and identify areas for improvement. Note down the tasks you procrastinate on, the reasons behind your procrastination, and the strategies you're using to overcome it. Conclusion: procrastination, a tool, not a tyrant. Procrastination doesn't have to be the enemy of productivity. By understanding its psychological roots and implementing practical strategies, we can transform procrastination from a foe into a valuable ally. Remember, it's not about eliminating procrastination altogether, but about managing it effectively and using it to our advantage. I encourage you to experiment with the strategies outlined in this essay. Embrace the power of productive procrastination and discover how it can unlock your potential. The journey to success isn't always linear. Sometimes the most productive path involves a well-timed detour.